What is up, my gente? Your boys coming through once again, and on today's video we have an update on the situation with City Manny. He just made his first court appearance. We're gonna show you the video, but for those who don't know, man, this is the individual who on a live another YouTuber in front of the Bellagio in Las Vegas, right? This thing is going viral, and he did this in front of hundreds of people. Not to mention that he was on a live stream on YouTube, man, when this happened. That actually the cops had to turn off the live stream because he unalived Finney the Legend and his wife. Let's go and see his first court appearance.
State of Nevada versus Manuel Ruiz, 25 PC 049486. Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. You were arrested for 2 counts of open murder with use of a deadly weapon. The court did find probable cause existed for your arrest. You need to hear from the district attorney's office today, and then we'll hear from the public defender.
Your Honor, it's the state's understanding the public defender would like to pass this to the department.
That is correct, Your Honor. I would like our homicide team to handle this case personally, so we're asking for 2 days to the department.
So, Mr. Ruiz, this court will be holding you on no bail. I am going to send your case to the department that will ultimately be hearing your case going forward. And you will have your Valdez and Menace hearing at that point. That court date will be
June 12 at 8:30 in Department 14.
Thank you.
So when I see the footage, right, you see the guy coming in, see Molas, and I mean, he did what he did already. When I see this guy right here, man, it makes me think, why would this individual throw away his life on a live to people? All for what? To make a point for the people behind that screen. It is crazy how the YouTube, man, the YouTube fever takes us to those limits. So as I start digging, looking for videos and stuff like that, man, I came across one video. And it shows what actually started all this beef. That it was just over a year ago. It was actually Finney the Legend and his wife who approached City Manny. And the girl, the wife, was being disrespectful, getting on his face, getting in a fight with his girlfriend, wife, throwing drinks, and acting a fool, and basically getting in a fight, right? Then later on, Finney the Legend's wife came on the live stream and justified her actions, basically saying, "This is America. I can say whatever you want. I can get in front of your face and say whatever I want." One thing that a lot of people are forgetting, man, is respect. You don't get on my face and get at me like that. You can talk to me like a human being, but I'm not your kid for you to talk to me like that. You know? And because of this, something started that eventually was going to end like it did this past Sunday. It seems like a lot of people, well, first of all, nobody has the right to take the life of another person, right? But let's not victimize ourselves. You poke at the bear's going to respond. Finney the Legend was thinking that since City Manny was small, he was a Mexican, what he's going to do? Wave his flag, rock his poncho. But what he didn't know, that City Manny had something for him. He was looking for him, and guess what? He found him. And he did what he did. So what we get out of all of this stuff, right? Because everybody's saying shame on him for doing that, and I do agree with that. But there's also a fault on the other side. By thinking that you can push an individual, by thinking that he's not capable to take those matters to that limit. And he did. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to turn myself in the following day. Now you see this man showing up to court like nothing had happened. No bail. 2 cases of 187. He's gone for life. Was it worth it? If you were to ask me, it was not. But what he's thinking, he only knows, right? At the end of the day, in his mind, he's saying, I made a point. And hopefully, this point helps those individuals out there. They want to push others. And just because you see them small, they might look different than you. Doesn't mean nothing, man. At the end of the day, an individual has 2 hands, and he's able to use them to defend himself or to prove himself. You know, never underestimate nobody just because they might look different than you. They might be smaller than you. You might think that he's not with the business. They never been nowhere. You never underestimate nobody. That's one lesson that I know. Never to do that. So, with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Enjoy your day.
But then when the witch tried to swing her stick or staff or whatever and tried to hit me. So I understand what you're saying, but you also have to understand. I can sit and I can say whatever I want to. This is America. We have freedom of speech. So I can say what I want to say in your face. But when you put your hands on me or when you spray something on me, that's when we have a problem. So what you're saying is fine. I don't have any problem with what you're saying, and you absolutely have a right to feel the way that you feel and to believe what you believe. I don't have any problem with that. But I certainly think that when you put your hands on me, that's where I have a problem, and that's where I draw the line. And then when